I spoke with Zelensky this afternoon to let him know that I was confident we're going to get that money, keep that country from being overrun by Russia. You know, there's so much at stake. I watched the television the other night, and one of the other Republican candidates saying, I've never explained to the American people why NATO is so important. NATO is critical to our survival. NATO is held, we have never been able to avoid a European conflict. As long as there's NATO, we have allies that are competent and defended us. And by the way, the only time Article 5 has been invoked is when we were attacked on 9/11. So the idea that we're going to walk away from Ukraine, the idea that we're going to let NATO begin to split is totally against the interests of the United States of America, and it is against our word we've given since all the way back to Eisenhower. So it's about time we make sure that Congress come home and pass the legislation funding NATO. It's critical. Our security depends on it.
How confident are you that there isn't another city that falls right after this that Congress acts?
I'm not. No one can be. Look, the Ukrainian people have fought so bravely and heroically. They put so much on the line. And the idea that now, running out of ammunition, you walk away, I find it absurd. I find it unethical. I find it just contrary to everything we are as a country. So I'm going to fight till we get them the ammunition they need and the capacity they need to defend themselves. Thank you very much.
Anything else about what led to Navalny's death, sir?
I haven't. I've heard several things I haven't had it confirmed. But the fact of the matter is, Putin is responsible. Whether he ordered it or not, he is responsible for the circumstances to put that man in. And he is a reflection of who he is. And it just cannot be tolerated. I said there'd be a price to pay. He is paying a price already. Since 2000, when I made that statement, Russians have had sanctions imposed on them and a whole range of other impacts. But look, the idea that after 70 years, we have a NATO alliance that has kept the peace basically in Europe, kept us out of it. The idea that transatlantic alliance is not overwhelmingly in our interest is bizarre. It can only be, I don't understand. I don't understand the complete lack of knowledge of history or the lack of responsibility. Thank you very much.